morning. I'm going to try to get through this live video without starting crying, but it would be happy crying if I do cry. Yesterday was my 70th birthday, and I got so many lovely wishes and thoughts from so many people. One thing that was particularly special is my daughters made me this hardcover book, which is full of all kinds of letters and cards and pictures.
Go! That action. See, I wrapped it, Claire. Are you proud? Whose hands are those, guys?
Oh, I drawn a line.
Oh no, I'm gonna cry. So, Claire, do you want to tell her what it is? So, Claire,
tell her in German.
like months ago, emailed a bunch of our friends and family and asked them to write letters. You can read them later. And this is the whole book of people who love you.
From friends and family. And I wanted to tell you about something funny in it. Oh my goodness. Just a minute here. Okay, so let me just start some coffee first and get myself pulled together. Gonna have a peppermint pinwheel this morning. I sure hope that they bring this out again for the holiday season. This is saved from last holiday season. I've got some coconut almond milk in here, and I've got some peppermint bark skinny syrup. Okay, and we'll get this going. So, this particular sharing is from my older brother. I just have one sibling, a brother who's 8 years older than me. And he said, here is a short reminiscence about Sylvia. It concerns how Sylvia came to be. When I was about 7 years old, Grandma Pearl, that's my mother and his mother, asked me if I would rather have a sibling or a dog. I replied in favor of a sibling. It was a tough call. Then a few months later, I told my mom that I had changed my mind and that I wanted a dog. But by then it was too late. In any event, Olive and I, Olive is my brother's wife, wish Sylvia a very happy birthday and many more happy ones as she progresses into her 8th decade. Love to y'all, Lou and Olive. So he sent this to my daughter to put in the book. So, you know how there's that, what is it called? The Rest of the Story by, okay, can't remember the guy's name. It'll come to me after this video is over, no doubt. Well, here's the rest of this story, because my mother used to tell me this story. Okay, so, and there's two important things here. So, first of all, I just want to say to my brother, Lou, there's no way in hell that you would have gotten a dog, because our mom was afraid of cats and dogs. Could you ever picture her walking a dog? I mean, we lived in New York City, you know, in an apartment house, and they didn't have dog parks and things like, well, they had parks, and people would let their dogs run around. They weren't supposed to, but anyway, she wouldn't have gotten you a dog, so you made a good call there. And the other part of this is, my mother used to tell me this story, and she said, you know, the beginning was true. She asked my brother, did he want, you know, a sibling or a brother or sister or a dog? And he chose a brother or sister. And then when she was pretty well, close to giving birth, they were watching Lassie Come Home. If you've never seen the Lassie show or movies, you ought to watch one just to get an idea of what it was like. And this was great stuff in the 1950s. Things were a lot simpler in life then. Well, anyway, so at the end of the movie, Lassie, I imagine it's sort of like Homeward Bound or something, where Lassie has been gone and is coming home. It's not taking much to get me going this morning. Oh my goodness. I got overflow emotions from yesterday. So my mom is crying, my brother is crying, it's so wonderful. And he says, I changed my mind. I want a dog. And by this time she's hugely pregnant. And she said, there's no dog gonna come out of here. Well, he got upset and angry. And now this is what she told me. And Lou, I don't know if you remember this, but she told me this story many times as I was growing up. She said that you got so upset and you started kicking and screaming and hitting at her and crying and carrying on to the point that you threw up. Anyway, so needless to say, you ended up with me instead of a dog. Anyhow, so from this story also, and many others, not with my brother, but just in life, I have always told my daughter Miriam, I've given her some parenting advice. She loves to anticipate happy events, and it's like if you're anticipating Christmas or a birthday or something like that, and it's always more fun to anticipate it with other people too. So she'll tell her children, we're going to do this, or we're going to go here, or we're going to get that, and usually they'll be happy. Well, yesterday, for my birthday party, I had gotten a coupon for a free half-gallon of ice cream or frozen yogurt at Publix, the local supermarket. So I decided I'll get a half-gallon of Moose Tracks frozen yogurt. And Moose Tracks, if you don't know, is chocolate peanut butter cups and fudge swirled around in either vanilla ice cream or, in this case, vanilla frozen yogurt. And now from Miriam's point of view, she wanted to tell the children about this so they could get excited. I'm going to post the little video of how the children felt about it. They were not excited. They just wanted cake, one of them said, I don't want Moose Tracks. I don't like Moose Tracks. They've never had Moose Tracks, but, they wanted cake. So the offer of anything else was not a happy thing for them.
To you. Do you know how old she is?
What?
She's turning 7 for the 10th time today.
We love it. I want cake. I want cake for not Moose Tracks.
All right, y'all say bye. We gotta go get ready for school. You want cake?
Yeah.
Can you say happy birthday?
Happy birthday. I don't want Moose Tracks.
So, anyhow, I said, I've always told you, don't ask children what they want or give them a choice. Give them what you think they should have, and then, if necessary, help them adjust to it. Just like the story, you don't say, do you want a sibling or a dog? Oh my gosh. Because the kid's going to inevitably change his or her mind, and you're going to end up with the kid kicking and screaming and throwing up one day. Anyhow, so there is a little memory for you shared from my birthday book and some parenting advice. Oh, and a wonderful cup of coffee. There's Grayson. Grayson, are you? Oh, he's already set up on the sofa. for us to sit and watch birds. We're getting some fall weather. It's in the low 70s this morning. Hey, Grayson. Anyway, so that's my little video for this morning, and I may try to read another couple of letters in the book. The only reason that I knew what that letter said is because last night we read it out loud. My daughter in Germany was, we video called her, and my daughter who's here and her family. So, but it may take me a while to get through the other ones. It's very touching, and thank you for everybody who participated in contributing to that little book for me, and to all of you who sent me such lovely messages and good wishes. I really, really appreciate it. I feel very loved. I'm gonna go drink coffee.